Hi guys. So we are heading downstairs for Saturday. It's we have just panels in the morning. I want to get down there for the welcome, and then we have Kim and Brianna. We have panel. Yeah, panel. Sorry, and then we have David's Auto, and then Tom Welling's panel. So I'm excited. So let's go do this.
Louden, Swain.
And fronting this ensemble, a man who graced us with his presence on Robert Day, and now he's here on Saturday. That's right, his name is Rob Benedict.
Saturday, let's do this. Speaking of heroes, our biggest hero of them all, Jared and Jensen. Ukulele into guitar and then into the violin move. Oh, now harmonica, everybody. God, he's so talented. Oh, not supposed to, sorry, interrupting. Flute! Sorry, flute. He's a flautist. And harmonica, right there it is, playing the harp. Oh, watch him go. Not since Bob Dylan. And now he's snorting. What is he snorting? Oh, sorry. He's snorting, he's playing this nose, you're playing the nose whistle. The nose whistle is an accomplished nose whistler. A lot of people don't know that about Richard. And, of course, yeah, he's playing the spoons, just spooning that knee. In Tennessee, that's the sustained instrument. And now the washboard, playing that old girl washboard. Yeah, man, you're washing it up. Yeah. And now he's just doing the Jensen Ackles. He's doing the Jensen Ackles. He's playing the Jensen Ackles. He's full on bowling at Ackles. What are we doing? This is the old, what are we doing? And now he's playing the pool. No, he's playing the harp, the real harp, wow! Who knew that we could get it on stage? This is a large instrument. He's playing the hell. He's actually fondling the harp. The harp is pressing charges. And we're all on the side of the harp, I know.
Well done, Bobo. Well done, Richard. somebody to shove you some head. I thought I'd do you.
I like it.
We were working together on a television show, and we realized that we both liked swearing. Because I swore in the middle of a work, and I apologized to Kim, which is funny in and of itself.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I swear a lot. And I was like, okay. Challenge fucking accepted.
And we swore our way all the way through.
Yes, cussing and cookies. I think that's
Yes,
the evolution.
that's what I was
of it.
gonna
Yeah,
say.
cussing and cookies.
And then around 3 o'clock, they were long. We can't talk about this. But we loved going for cookies around 3 o'clock every day. And then we would just kind of, I am, when I say this, don't think sexy thoughts, okay? I am a very intimate person. When I say that, I mean, when I get to know somebody, I don't want to talk about the weather. I want to talk about your childhood trauma. And I'm very open. I'm a bit of an oversharer. And so when I meet somebody who also is very open and loves to talk and loves to get down to the nitty gritty, I'm like, oh, you come with me. And Kim and I were like that very, very quickly. The funny part was that she told me about the convention. We can talk about this. Yes. And she's like, you're gonna get invited to one. I'm almost done at those conventions anyway. And then she's like, I was like, well, maybe they'll put us on stage together. She's like, never gonna happen. I was right.
Who did you like working with more?
I mean, Jensen. No, Jared was great. I didn't know Jared back then. I know they needed to find somebody taller than me for that role. That's why he got the role. And I met him on set, and he was mean to me. His character was mean to me. So, and then I don't think I saw him for many, many years until the Supernatural thing happened in Vancouver. And then I think we both forgot that we'd met. It was one of those things where did we? And then somebody I think told him, oh yeah, that's right, we were on that movie together. But that happens as time goes on. But I think I spent more time with Jensen and get to know him a little bit more while he was on the show dating Lana. Which was always weird because he was the coach. It was also weird that he was my same age in real life. But he's the coach of the team. Anyway, they both have done well for themselves. I'm not worried about them.
So far today, we've had the welcome, Kim and Brianna again, and Michael was not able to come, so it was just Tom Willing, and then we did David's autograph where we had, let me get it out, where we had him sign these flamingos from karaoke last night. He signed the bottom of them, and then he remembered both Jessica and I from when he was handing these out. He's like, yeah, I remember you too. You looked very concerned. So another person remembered us from over the weekend. So we got the flamingos signed by David Hayden Jones. And it was free, we didn't have to pay anything for these, he just signed them. I was telling them of how David remembered us. There's Jessica. Hi. How David remembered us when he was giving us these. Yeah. So that's all we've done so far today. Now we're heading down to do Misha. So the next little bit's gonna be a little insane. So we have Misha. Do we have a panel after that?
We have the Winchester panel.
So we have Misha, the Winchester panel, and then after that I have to go straight up for Jensen's photos. because I have Rob's meet and greet, so they want me to do Jensen's photo and then go over to Rob's meet and greet. So Jensen, Rob, and then after that I gotta run downstairs for the Louden Swain vendor jam, I think. I'm pretty sure when it says Louden Swain autographs, that's when they usually do it. So then I have to run down into the vendor's room after Rob's meet and greet and to do the vendor's jam. And then Jessica is gonna sit in the theater and wait for numbers to be called for Jared's photo op. And so then she's gonna text me when that's done, so then I gotta run back upstairs with her to do Jared's photo. So the next couple hours are gonna be a little crazy. Jessica is gonna film me going in and out of Jensen's, so that will be fun. Jared, you guys won't see because we're both doing Jared, unless I can film us in line or something before we get into the door. But other than that, yeah, you guys won't get an update for a while. So I'm just letting you guys know. Just, what are you excited for the next couple hours?
I get a Jared hug, and I'm excited for that.
And this morning, favorite part so far?
Everything was good. Wait, what happened this morning?
We had Kim, we had the welcome, we had Tom, we had David. Otto.
Oh yeah, David signing it. That's my favorite.
I would say it's about the same for me too.
Yeah, that was fun.
So,
yes.
so that's it, guys. So I'm gonna let us go for now. We gotta get down to Misha's panel, which will be fun. So, bye. Bye.
See ya.
Ladies and
Are we
gentlemen,
ready for our next guest?
we are. As you can tell by the people in attendance in this room, he is not well liked, not a beloved character from the show, and not, and I mean not, an influential personality who would make you embarrass yourselves for no reason at all. He doesn't hold sway over you, he has no power over you, he does not reach you through social media, he does not inspire you, and his name is not Misha Collins.
I like the purple shirt. It's great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we're in Prince's hometown. It's very Prince-like.
I wore it for that reason.
Oh, wow.
You have no idea, did you? He literally...
You didn't even know we're in Minneapolis.
No. He didn't know that Prince Harry had a band until right now.
Yeah. So
I remember when I was 9 years old going to the movie theater in town and seeing Purple Rain in the theater.
Yeah.
And then walking home from the theater, it was raining. I walked on the yellow lines in the middle of the road because I thought it was so cool and excited. I was also going to be a rock star.
And here you are.
And here you are, a rock star.
You've done pretty well.
And then I was going to a new school the next year, and I had my mom make me a purple beret,
Amazing.
which I wore
Amazing.
on the first day of school, and it was enormous. It wasn't really like a beret, it was like a floppy
Like
clown
chef's
hat.
hat.
Like Bob Marley wearing a...
And it was velvet purple.
Mm.
And I thought everyone was going to think I was really cool.
How did it work
And
out?
that's not how it shook out.
No.
Yeah.
No? No.
Who's laughing now? Ha ha!
Yeah.
So weird.
You're Misha freaking Collins. They can suck it.
Yeah.
You're a writer, so I wanted to know if you were going to write a romance novel. What would be the plot, the conflicts, the climax, and the resolution to your story?
I can tell you what the climax will be. Sometimes when the band comes back on stage, the audience at these conventions will go, no way, like, oh, and you all were like, yes, thank you, save us. For God's sake.
No, we don't want to do. We're like,
Longest hour of their lives.
So,
Yeah.
they start throwing all
It's always great. It becomes a near riotous atmosphere in here with the band.
Yes. Well, those that didn't fall asleep had seizures. It was a just disaster. So thank you for saving them from me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you all.
So my question is, I've been on strike before. We were on strike about a year and a half ago as teachers, and we got the one highlight we had was people would bring us food. So for you guys, is there any food that's been brought to you that's been amazing? Ours was sambusa. So
Like on this
on the strike, we were on the strike line. Yeah, it was on the strike line.
I was like to my house.
Well, out in LA they had the pie truck
Yeah, Jensen paid for a pie truck.
for the recent sex strike that we did.
Yeah, so they did pie, coffee.
Pie and coffee.
Yeah, the
started
coffee
there.
trucks are so good. So, gives you a lot of energy. I'm trying to think. The free smart water was great. That was delicious. I'm trying to think what else. The pie was great.
I mean, they have like falafels and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the pie truck, the coffee stuff is big.
Yeah, shout out to pie.
Is it hot? Coffee?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about weather-wise.
Oh my god, it's miserable. Yeah.
It's like one day it was 60 degrees, and then all of a sudden it was snowing and cold. So
Whoa.
there's that.
Yeah, we have the opposite. By like 12 o'clock, it's like everyone's sweating through their shirt. Changed it 3 times over.
Yeah.
It's miserable.
Yeah, LA this summer has been wild, so.
right here. Make it through the fight. You just might win the fight. There's a light on inside your head. I wanna help you find your way. It's where I get to say everything's gonna be okay. But I'm gonna pay, yeah. Every part of you is feeling like a photograph. You got that figure all the time. There might be this world. There might be a little girl with the rocks inside her kicks next door. Later on that day, some began to fade. The Minneapolis sky showed why it was Minneapolis. To the bridge. How can I stop myself from making the same mistake? Here we go. Hey. Here you. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. I like it. More. I like it. You're doing. Make laughing's okay. Big finish. Great effort. Even if you didn't do it, they know you're thinking it. You were starstruck.
Yeah, man, I got that. I know one. I got one.
Okay, do it.
Was in Ireland years ago, in the lobby of a hotel, and Michael Stipe was in there checking in. And I'm a huge fan of REM, so seeing Michael Stipe as close as I'm seeing you was like I had a moment. It was really super cool.
Yeah.
At my first Supernatural Convention, when I saw Benedict Meet and Greet, I was
No. Tell who. Come on. Tell who have you served coffee to?
I once picked up David Beckham's dirty plate.
There you go.
It was a high point and a low point, do you know what I mean?
Did you do air quotes around dirty play? I wasn't looking. Was that a euphemism? That's what I
No,
mean.
literally, it was a Halloween party at a billionaire's house and I was catering for an organic kitchen and he was there with his kids and very nice. And I literally picked up his dirty plate.
Nice.
And there's something, you know, when somebody's kind of a similar age to you and like their life's gone in a certain trajectory and like yours seems to be going in another. So I was very excited to pick up his dirty plate.
Also, Michaela, what's her name?
Oh, that's the time I nearly cried recently. You know, I May Destroy You, the TV show, I May Destroy You. If you haven't seen it, please see it. Have you seen it? Oh my God. You and JC might love it. You might really love it. The lead actress in that created the show. She's a stunning black British woman. And I was in Atlanta. I think I'd been filming something I can't talk about. And in the airport, I recognized her from the back of her head. She's such a distinctive looking woman, and she had such a cool like Jean-Paul Gaultier jacket on, a bright yellow jacket. She's got razor-like cheekbones. She's so stunning. And the subject of this TV show is a really delicate matter, and she tells the story so well and without self-pity or anything. It's an amazing piece of television if anybody can get to see it. So anyway, I phoned Rob, and I was like, Michaela calls in the airport. Like, we're checking in the same area of the airport. And he's like, have you spoken to her yet? Because normally I can speak to people. Like,
She'll go right up to anybody. Be like, oh, I know you.
Yeah. The sheer thought of speaking to her, I started to cry. I couldn't handle it. Because I felt so emotional about this piece of work that she'd made. And the thought of actually just that she had done this, and it was thrilling. It was thrilling to be starstruck, to be such a fan. It was thrilling. Oh, yeah. And so I just cried and told Rob and didn't ever speak to her.
For me, it's musicians as well. I met Eddie Vedder a couple of times, and and both times I was a complete dum-dum. Just made a fool of myself. The first time I saw him was at Lollapalooza 1992 in Chicago, or 93, and I saw him. They weren't popular enough yet. They were like the 2 o'clock band, and we heard that he would wander around at the like merch, you know, where they were selling things in Lollapalooza, and so we were just hanging out, hoping to see him, and sure enough, there he is, and we're like, Eddie, we're big fans, and this is before cell phones. We had a camera, and we're like, can we take your picture? And he was like, no pictures, but I'll remember your face. He goes like this. And now every time I see him, I've seen him like 25 times. Every time I see him, I feel like he can see me. And then one time
from the audience, you're in the audience.
Oh yeah, I just saw him in St. Paul last week, and he saw me. And then I had the pleasure of meeting him again many years later. He was on tour, solo tour, and I knew through a friend the person opening up for him. So we got to hang out in his green room after the show, and literally everybody peeled out, and it was like me, a woman I didn't know, Eddie, my friend, you know, a couple other people, but just a few of us. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, say something, get into a conversation with him, say something. I couldn't do it, and finally, you know, he's talking, I'm just kind of nodding, and then finally, kind of people peeled off in their own conversations. And I said to the woman next to me, hey, could you ask Eddie if I could borrow a cigarette? Now, at the time, I wasn't really a smoker, but I would occasionally maybe have a smoke, but it was more about getting connection with Eddie. And so she said, why don't you ask him yourself? And I said, I'm shy. And Eddie, on the other side of the woman, there's me, there's the woman, Eddie's talking this way. He goes like this is his cigarettes. So we like had that moment. Like there was no eye contact, but I felt like, okay, right. So we have that sort of connection.
Well, who was your friend who opened up for him?
Ben Harper. Ben Harper was married to my friend Mandy's best friend from high school, Laura Dern.
Oh, wow.
Laura Dern and my friend Mandy were best friends. And Laura was married to Ben. And then we're huge Ben Harper fans too. So It was me and Mandy's boyfriend, who's also a big Pearl Jam fan. And we go to dinner with Ben Harper. And Ben Harper's like, so you're a big Eddie fan? And we're kind of going, yeah, but we really like you too. Like, you know.
Did you select a cigarette from the pack that he had not smoked? Like you didn't choose a used one or anything?
No.
Why would there be a used cigarette in the box?
People are weird.
You don't like any better.
But by the way, when she says people equals me.
Here, understood.
Anyway,
thank
for
you.
your question.
Hi. So it's been a while, right, Jessica?
Hi, hold on. Hi.
It's been a day. I have been running around because I had Jensen's meet and greet, Rob's meet, or not meet. Like I said, it's been a long day. I have had Jensen's photo, Rob's meet and greet, the Louden Swain acoustic jam, or jam, vendors jam, sorry, the acoustic jam's tomorrow. And then Jared's photo, and then we had Rob, Ruth, and Rich's panel, and it's just been a lot. So, how was your Jared photo?
It was good. I got 2 because
Oh, yeah.
my glasses were
We're
glared.
gonna get 2 photos
I
too.
know, I'm excited. And I'm hoping it actually looks decent, you know?
Because you
but I'm
don't,
like,
because you don't like without your glasses, don't you?
I don't mind it, I just don't
Care for it?
I don't look like myself without my glasses, so
Oh.
I don't know. But
Well, she got lucky.
because I got glare on my glasses, they said, so.
I've only had that happen to me with Brianna. That was the only time. I don't think I've ever had it with
I've
anyone
never,
else.
this is the first time.
Maybe I did.
And I walked back and I was like, I'm back!
So Jensen took forever to get in because of my Robin meet and greet. I had to go in front of the line because I had to run over there after. And Jensen took forever. And then finally, I think when he came in the room, because he walked through the door and then walked kind of around us, and I think they were giving him a hard time for coming in, the handlers. They're giving him a hard time for coming in late. He's like, oh, rah, 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 sort of deal. And then he looks really good. So he was nice. I walked up, got my hug. I asked for my hug, and then we did our hug, and then I walked away. And then she filmed me coming back, but it's gonna be like a quick shot because I was like, I gotta go to Rob's meet and greet. They're waiting for me.
I was like, do it really quick. I have to stop it and turn it off and give it back.
Pretty much what she had to do. So then I ran over to Rob's meet and greet, which I can't tell you anything about because it's not allowed. I couldn't film in there. I couldn't do anything. But I will say it was great. I loved it. Rob's great. And then I had to run down to the vendor's room to do, because Louden Swain does like a jam session and then an autograph. So I got to watch that. And then had them sign the CD I bought. And then I hung out in the lobby for a little bit for Jared's photo. Well, I just went up and asked for a hug. And he said, hell yeah, get in here, and pulls you in. And then it's done, and then you walk away. It's very short, but
I didn't
it's
even
nice.
ask for a hug. I just walked up, he put his arms out, I put my arms out, and...
See, I always ask, I know, like, he doesn't, Jared doesn't care, like, you know that. But I've told myself, and I was teasing my mom last weekend when we were at the state fair, I'm too nice. I have to ask. And then I say thank you after. Oh, yeah, that's right. But Jared, I said thank you so much. And he's like, you're welcome. He was, like, very, like, happy about it. So, but I say thank you for the stupidest things. So, but that was it. Then we went to Rob, Ruth, and Rich. That's a lot. That's a lot of R's. And that was great. It was really funny. And now we're upstairs, and I'm about to go down for Misha's autograph, which we probably should get going. Because I'm the last row of G, but still, I think last or second to last, one of the two. But I'm at the back end of it. So we got to get down for that. But we got Misha's, and then the Saturday night special. Yeah, and then that's it for Saturday. Hi guys. So we are back from the concert. And Jessica's already changed. She's ready for bed. This is hard to do. I am still hyped. As Jessica, I keep humming songs. But it was a great concert. I love Louden Swain. If you don't know who they are, look them up because they're amazing. If you like rock and all that stuff, you'll love them. They're nice people too. And yes, I am trying to get you guys to listen to them because they're amazing.
Tell your favorite songs.
Oh God, don't even
It's gonna be a half an hour.
Don't even start on that. I was 90% of those songs that were Louden Swain specifically, I was jamming out to. So they also do bring the guests from the show, some guests that want to sing on stage and then sing and stuff. But they do like covers and stuff like that. So Kim was there, Brianna was there, Gil was there, Richard was there. Mark was there, but he played the drums. And then they had one of the staff members for the convention come on stage. Am I missing anybody?
I feel like there's somebody else.
Jason.
Oh yeah.
How can you forget Jason? And Jason Mans. I think that's it. Hopefully I'm not forgetting somebody because I would feel awful. Gil came on as, did he sing the Ken song from the new Barbie movie? Is that what it was? Because I haven't seen it and I kind of figured because the whole Ken thing, but I haven't seen the Barbie movie. But he came out dressed as like Ken from, I'm assuming, the new Barbie movie, and he dyed his hair blonde. And I don't know if he actually dyed it blonde or if he did like the spray in, change color, kind of like hair color thing. But that was pretty funny. I think it would have been funnier if I had seen the movie though and heard the song. And then, do you know what the name of the song Brianna sang? Because I know it's popular, but I don't listen to that kind of music.
I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I can't tell you what song she sang. She sang a really good song. I don't have any idea what Kim sang, but it was really good.
I don't remember what Richard sang.
Richard sang Copperhead Road.
Oh, yeah.
I know that because I've seen him sing that before in the past.
Rob and Jason sang
Hallelujah. And
then
I'm trying to remember everything.
It was just Mark was on drums.
And Mark just did the drums to some of the songs, like Louden Swain. It was all Louden Swain songs, so he did drum work with them. But he snuck on stage. Like I didn't even know he was on there until like they went into like the guitar drum solo part of the song. And I can't remember the name of the song that they sang at the time. I know it, but I don't remember the name. It was a Louden Swain song. But overall, it was really good. And I loved the show. What was your favorite part?
I always love Hallelujah.
Yeah, that is a good one. That's
always, I look for, they sing, I think every single time, every single SNS, they sing it, and I love it so much. And then, what's the song with the lights?
Which one?
The first one?
Was it Amazing?
Yeah, Amazing.
Yeah.
That's always touching also.
Mine was Pop-Tart Heart because in that song.
And how.
This is how.
This is how.
You're welcome. So Pop-Tart Heart because at the end of it, there's a part where like they engage you, and I love that part of it. And I'm also with her. This is how is another one, and during the last part of the song, Rob goes to each sections and he gets everyone to sing. So that's fun. I always get really into that. As for actual songs, Hallelujah is a good one. I love that one, and then everyone did lights for it too. And then, is there anything else? There's probably another one. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of those guys. So yeah, so tomorrow I get their acoustic jam, so I'm excited to get more hyped up again. Early in the afternoon too. So But overall, that was it for Saturday. A lot happened, and unfortunately, some of it I can't even film, so there's probably not a lot for this vlog, but I did my best. You got anything? What was your favorite part of today?
I feel like I only did Jared.
You did?
So, Jared. I mean...
I think there's a lot of things we need to talk about here, because I don't think we talked about a lot of things that happened today. Because we had Misha's panel, which I feel bad for Misha, in a sense, because he got a lot of questions that were kind of dirty, but in a way it's kind of also his fault because he's known for it.
He's known for it. I think he might have. I think he secretly likes it. He has a love-hate relationship with the questions.
I think so. But it was funny because he's like, I wish I could talk about the show because they can't talk about the show because of the strike going on with actors and the works. And every time he got one, he's like, I miss talking about the show.
He's like, I never wanted the strike to end until now.
So, yeah, I feel bad for Misha on that end, but she's right. He kind of probably secretly enjoys it. And then what else happened? And then autographs. That's the main one. Autographs with Misha. I don't know why I sang that. Don't ask. But I had to wait until my row was called, and I pretty much walked up, and he was actually kind of engaging with the volunteers more so than he looking at me, which I'll be honest, I never really have the greatest autograph story with Misha. He's always distracted when I get up there, so I get the bad end of the straw every time. Misha's a great guy. That stuff happens. You're never gonna get a perfect autograph session. I'll be honest with you on that one. Things happen, people get distracted, lots of people getting things signed. So nothing towards Misha. He did look up at me and smile and say hi, so I do understand, but there was something going on when I was there. And he signed my photo. It's an old photo op I took when they were here in 2018. And then went on my way. And then we went upstairs to get ready for SNS, which is Saturday Night Special. And we already talked about that one, so I'm not gonna go any farther. So that being said, that's it for Saturday. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Anything you want to say?
Check out your local animal rescue. Support your local animal rescue.
What she said. And that being said, we'll see you guys later with another video. Our Sunday video. Our Jensen and Jared video. I look weird with my hand.